Well, hello beautiful people, you are looking fantastic today. My name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day. And today's video is going to be a 3 looks on palette using Jeffree Star and Morphe brushes palettes. I've already done a first impressions video of this palette, but today I wanted to take my time, do 3 different looks for it using a neutral colors, some pinks, and a green look for you to really get the most use out of this palette, show you some different versatility you can get out of this really pretty palette from Morphe and Jeffree Star. It's definitely more affordable than Jeffree Star's brand himself, so I figured a lot more people would probably buy this one than they would a normal Jeffree Star palette, which can be like $58 sometimes. But today I just wanted to do 3 looks using this palette, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the first look, and at the end of the video I'll give you my final thoughts on what I think of the palette as a whole. Side note real quick, if you are not subscribed to my channel, though, I'd love to have you here. I do release videos all the time, and if you hit subscribe, it's free and I'd greatly appreciate it. Alright, hello guys, it is time for this look. I am wearing this today, so we're going to go with this kind of color scheme, like oranges, then we'll use the silver shimmer that's in here, because the silver shimmer here looks really pretty. So I've already primed my lids. I'm going to go start off with a light base. I'm going to take the shade Lynn, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to buff that over my crease. So next I'm taking the orange shade Channel, which is right here, and I'm going to buff that over my crease as well. Now very lightly I'm going to dip into this shade right here, which is Hi Dude, which is a dark brown, very lightly, and just darken up the outer corner of the eye. Next I'm taking a wet little flat brush and I'm going to go into Custom Rims, which is the silver shimmer, and I'm going to pack it on the lid in the first half. I'm going to leave the second half of the lid blank from shimmer, but we're just going to put this right in the inner portion. That looks really pretty. I'm going to go back into Channel now, that orange, and just buff everything together. For the lower lash line, I'm really just going to kind of take Boss Angeles, and kind of buff it out. I'm not going to go like super heavy with this color because it is a bit of a more red tone, but I didn't want to use the same orangey shade on the bottom that we did on the top. This is a little bit red, so I'm going to take Lynn again and just blend it in to that color to lighten it up. Even though it was really pigmented and performed really nicely, it's just a little red. Alrighty, I'm going to pop on some mascara lashes, finish up this face, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. What do we think? I think with the slip and everything, it looks really cute. Like, it is a little bit Halloween-y, and I'm kind of here for it. So this is the finished eye look. I love the orange, a little bit of silver. I think under the lower lash line we really fixed it with adding that light shimmer to kind of blend out the red a little bit. And I don't know, I'm very happy with this look. I think it looks really cute. So this is the first one. Let's move on to the next look. Alright, hello, let's get into this next look. So for this look, I'm going to do something kind of blown out and kind of like darker a little bit, because we did a gold look already in like the first impressions video. So what I want to do is like do the greens now. Let's do the greens. So the first thing I want to do is Wake and Bake, which is this pretty kind of limey, olivey kind of tone. I'm just taking this with an E38 brush from Sigma, and I'm buffing this all over my crease. I really wish there was like a dark green in here. We only have like these 2 bright greens. So I guess what I'm going to do is add a little bit of this brighter green here called Nate, and just add a brighter green to this outer corner a little bit. So this Nate color, not my absolute favorite green to work with. It's not like the best, but it's definitely showing up. Like, it's not bad, but like I think I prefer the other green's formula better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put on some shimmers. We'll go back in with another matte to kind of blur it all together. But what I'm going to do is take Grand Rapids, which is this olivey tone, on my pinky, and just put it in like the inner lid area. I'm blending it right into that matte we have over the crease. The next one is Drive Through, which is this beautiful olivey color, which is like catching my eye, which I wish we had a darker green to like go with this one. But I'm buffing this all over the second half of the eye. I really love this olive tone. That is a really pretty color. I just wish we had like a tone to go with it other than brown. Alright, to darken up this look and match the like olive green color, I'm going to take Hi Dude, which is this brown right here. Very lightly. And kind of darken up the outer corner and blend it right into those shimmers so we get kind of like a good buff together look. So this looks really cool. I really like how this looks right now. And there's a lot of other like nice shimmers I want to use. But let's go ahead and just take, I guess, Wake and Bake, which is the lighter green we started off with, and just brush it on the lower lash line. This is a E32 brush from Sigma. It's not a shader brush, but I use it as one anyways, because why not? Alright, so I'm gonna pop on some mascara lashes, finish my face, and I'll be right back to show you the finished look. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. What do we think? I really like the eye look. I feel like if my under eyes weren't like as sunken in today and my eyes were like not as like tired looking, this eye makeup and this makeup in general looks really good. I love the green all blown out together. Again, the shade Nate, the brighter green in here, this one, not my favorite in the world, but overall, like the look I'm here for. Like, I love the green. I think it's so pretty. Can we get like a close-up? Hello, there's a green. There's a green. I think that looks really cute. And I really like this lip color with it. It is Celebrity Skin. I need to get another one though because I had to use a little mini one and it's kind of dry. But overall, this is another look completed with the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette. I really like this one. I think it's super fun. It's a color, like this kind of green is a color I'll wear a lot, honestly. I probably won't use the brighter green in here, but the olivey green in here and the shimmers are really pretty. So let's move on to the next look. Alright, hello, let's get started with the last look. So for this one, I want to do pink. I really want to do a pink halo eye, but I feel like that's all I've seen of people posting with this palette because it's a really pink palette. There's like a couple pink shades, so all I've seen with this look or else this palette is pink halo eyes, and I really want to, but we're gonna do something a tiny bit different with it. So what I want to do, so there's literally only 4 pink shades in here, honestly. I'm gonna start off with Self-Made. Let's start with Self-Made, and I'm gonna buff that over my crease. We're gonna do more of a purpley pink look, so I'm not gonna go into this too heavily. But I barely tapped into this shadow and it's extremely pink, so I guess we are doing a really hot pink look. I thought I was tapped in here really lightly. But this is very pigmented. Not complaining about good pigmentation. It's just a lot more than I thought it'd be. Okay, so this is the first color we have up here and it's very, very pink. So next I'm going to take Pink Fleet, which is really pretty and really pinky purpley. This is also looks really pigmented. I'm also going to go back over that crease and just add more pink to it because we're gonna do pinky pinky pink on pink on pink on pink on pink. I actually like this shade better. This one seems to be blending out better than the first one was. Now taking some concealer, I'm gonna carve out some lid space. Not too much, but just enough to like put down a nice shimmer on top of this. Alright, so for the inner portion of the lid, I'm going to take Dog Mom because it's really peachy and cute. I'm going to take Dog Mom. Honestly, I think Dog Mom and this shade together would just make a really easy, simple look. But I'm going to take Dog Mom in the inner little corner of the eyelid, and then the rest of it is going to be Don't Know Her, which is really pretty hot pink color. Well, it's more of a, like a, it's not a hot pink. You guys see it. I don't know what to call it. So I don't know what it is about me that did not realize that this pink shimmer was going to be the same color as our crease. I thought it'd be slightly darker than our crease. But honestly, it's still cute, so I'm going to leave it. I'll probably add in like some little bit of eyeliner to like carve it out a little bit better. But for the lower lash line, let's go and move on to that. For lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Mogul, which is the darker kind of purple shade. I just want to see how it performs. I could use this to darken up the outer corner of the eye, but I kind of like how just like pink it is up there. So we're going to put this purple down here. And it's actually working out pretty nicely. It's a pretty good shade. It's a little drier than the consistency of the last couple pink shades, but it's pretty consistent as far as quality. Alright, so I'm going to pop on some lashes, mascara, lipstick, and I'll be right back with my finished face. Alright guys, so this is the finished final look for today's video. What do we think? I think it's very pinky. The eye look is really cute. I added a little bit of like glitter eyeliner in between where we cut the crease, and I'm not sure I like love the application of how it is, but it's like one of those Ciate London glitter flips and it's kind of cute. I really like the Dog Mom shade on the inner corner of the lid, which is kind of peachy. I think it's really pretty, and I I look very like one-tone dimensional today, and I think it's pretty cute. So this is the finished look. What do you guys think of it? I honestly am very happy with this look. I think this is my favorite out of the three, even though I really like the green one too. I just feel like this is kind of like my vibe. It's kind of a mauve-y lip and then like a really pink eye. I think it's cute, and overall with my hair and everything, it goes really well together. Let's talk about what I think of the palette as a whole. I do think it's worth the money. I think it's a really good palette. I don't think every single shadow in here is made completely like 100% in the best quality ever, but for a Morphe palette, I feel like they've stepped up their quality, and this is a really good palette in my opinion. Some of the shades aren't my favorite again, but a couple of them are really pretty. Not a fan at all of this pressed glitter here. If you guys saw my first impressions video, this is like a disaster and made my eye look terrible. But since avoiding this shade altogether, the other three looks from today's video turned out pretty nice. So I think overall, the one thing that would make this palette sell a ton more is the Kathleen Lights thing. So when Kathleen Lights released her Morphe palette and she released her ColourPop palette, their basic palettes, just kind of like this color scheme is, like it's kind of cute, but it's like okay. And then she put that one pop of turquoise blue in there, and they sold a ton of both of those palettes. So I think if Jeffree and Morphe did that same thing, got rid of this glitter shade and added like a bright turquoise kind of shade, it would have sold a lot more palettes than it did, even though I'm sure it sold quite well. Yeah. So overall, I think it's a really good palette. I do think I'll get a lot of use out of it, mostly for the neutral shades because it is a neutral palette with a couple greens and a couple pinks in here. But for the most part, a lot of it is neutral shades, which I can use all the time. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have this palette, please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And I like this palette way more than like that stupid setting spray, which smells terrible. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you here, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.